Okay, now it should work. 3, 2, 1. Excellent connection. There we go.
What was the difference?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, and it just went live by itself? Hello?
Hello?
I didn't even click go live. I think it's live.
I think we're live.
Oh, hi, everyone. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dr. Disney. I am Dr. Peter, and I have my good friend with me here today.
DayleSong. I go by DayleSong on the channel.
I always wonder why you say DayleSong and not Dale. I go by
Dale.
DayleSong. You're like, I am DayleSong. And then we have
I am DayleSong.
nowhere to go. You
I
are
am
DayleSong.
DayleSong.
I am DayleSong. And I am Dr. Disney. Hi, everyone. So terribly sorry for the 5-minute delay.
5 minute to 25 minute.
25-minute delay. We actually just finished filming a really exciting movie reaction for you all. That's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and it was really fun. We rated it. Well, should we tell them?
Rated it high.
We rated it very high.
Very, very high. So look forward to a really, really high-rated, wonderful movie that you would love to watch.
Yeah. And today, in the theme of watching really wonderful movies, we are going to be watching Lilo and Stitch.
It's not Lilo and Stitch.
It's not Lilo.
I thought it's Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, it's not Lilo.
It looks like Lilo.
Okay, first of all, it's Lilo. I guess if you've never seen it, it's kind of like me with pharmaceutical drugs. I see them and I'm like, is it lisinopril, lisinopril? You know, you never really know.
Aspirin.
Exactly. Lilo, lisinopril, same thing. Right. So hi,
It's all
everyone.
Tylenol. Doesn't matter the brand. It's all
Tylenol.
Tylenol. Yeah. That's what
Oh my
you
goodness,
put in your
that'd be a
gas
really
tank.
funny TikTok.
Tylenol?
Oh my goodness, I have such a bad headache. Could someone get me some Tylenol? What? Can I have some Matrine?
Matrine. Yeah.
Matrine.
Some Advil.
Some Advil. Yeah, that's really great. And we know that this is Cecilia's, a lot of people's favorite movie, but Cecilia had requested this, and it was her birthday last month, so happy belated.
Happy belated birthday.
And we're doing this to just enjoy the community. We've been talking. There's a transition period coming up for the channel, which we will talk about during our live stream social, which it won't be a live stream actually, our Zoom social, which is planned for June 19th, which is a Saturday. And we have a schedule coming, a tentative schedule, which we would like to share as people come in and get everything ready, and Mika comes back with her McDonald's sandwich. And also we have another thing that we have to do. Remind me about this.
Oh, yes.
So today we're going to be watching Lilo and Stitch, and then tomorrow we're going to be watching Cats.
A musical movie.
Yeah. Oh, and I was thinking maybe we watch Cats on your channel.
Oh, we could do that.
Cats on Dale's channel tomorrow. And then on Friday is the release of In the Heights. And we're going to be watching that at 7. So today is at 3, tomorrow Cats at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then In the Heights Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, also.
So that's just what this week is looking like. Mika said she's back. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Is there a time set for the 19th? No, not yet.
Not quite yet.
But early afternoon.
That was the idea. Yeah, maybe even as early as like 1 or 1:30.
I was hoping maybe 12.
Okay.
12
Maybe
or
12?
1. 12 or 1. Just earlier the better.
Okay.
So before we start, we actually got
Is it
something.
now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
You can use your key over there.
So we have a package from Safi. She contacted us and was like, "Do you have a PO box?" Wait. She wrote, "Dr. Peter, C.O. Dale, care of Dale Vanderson." That's really cute. So she said, "Can we do an unboxing video or just a photo? Because we're busy." And we said we were gonna do it, but then I said, why force it when we could just do it on a stream? So thank you so much, Safi. I have no idea what's in here.
I have no idea either. It's a big surprise.
Yeah, and it's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
It's dense. It sounds like books.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds like books. Okay.
Um,
It's Christmas. You clearly never had an Amazon package.
Not
Ready?
in a box.
Okay, close your eyes and feel it. Ooh, okay, I feel a book.
Feel paper.
And I feel another book. These are 2 books. And there is... Oh, my favorite. What is this?
Plastic.
No, this is like Elsa, right?
Oh, it's a jellyfish?
It's a wiggle noodle or a wiggle melon. A wiggle
It's
melon.
a wiggle melon.
From TikTok.
No, what is a wiggle melon?
Okay. Whoa, this is a heavy book. Feel this. Are your eyes still closed?
Yeah.
Okay, feel that.
Now they are.
Oh, you had your eyes open?
I opened it quickly.
Did you see what the book is?
When you want to open your eyes?
Did you see what the book is already?
Sort of.
Oh, wait, where's the second book?
Here, my hand.
Oh, you took them out.
Did not see that.
Okay, so then I'll look at this one.
Okay.
And don't open your eye. Ooh! Okay.
And?
Okay, ready? Now, I won't look at it and don't look at this one. But make me guess it. You know.
Oh, okay.
Is it Disney related?
Somewhat, but not really. You wouldn't get it from that.
Okay. Is it doctor related?
Nope.
Is it theater related?
You wouldn't get it from that either, but no.
You're not helping me out here.
I'm just saying that
You're not helping me out at all. Okay.
there are,
These are not. It's yes or no.
There are connections, but those aren't the main connections.
Is it a Walt Disney thing?
No.
Is it DreamWorks? Is it a movie based thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is it a cinematography kind of thing?
Like about cinematography?
Yeah.
No.
Is it like a filmmaking?
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch the whole thing. I don't know exactly.
Is it like a classic film book?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I mean, what I saw of it was about some classic film.
Oh, Wizard of Oz. Wait, really? Shut up. Wait, really?
Okay, I'll shut up.
Wait, is it really?
I'm shutting up.
Is it? Hold on. When I get excited, I say that.
I know.
Is it? Can I open my eyes? Wait, hold on. You have to guess. Wait. That's my guess.
That's your guess? Okay,
now.
That's your guess before I tell you if you're right.
Okay, now you have to guess this one.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is it bigger than
I'm not sure.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
A red box?
Bread box.
What the heck is a bread box?
Not a bread box. That's a film thing.
What's a bread box? Who buys bread from a box?
Cecilia, tell him what a bread box is.
You buy bread in a bag.
Okay.
Is it bigger than a bread box? I don't know. Is it
Never
bigger than a
heard that
slice
phrase.
of toast?
Never
Yeah.
heard that phrase.
No, bigger than a bread box?
All right. All right.
Anyway.
Is it bigger than a microwave?
You felt it.
I know.
It's about what's
It's
inside.
a question you ask. It's just a standard question you
okay.
ask. It's soft cover and it's on a smaller side. So, is it something about 101 Dalmatians?
No. Why did you jump so specific? I don't understand your methodology.
Because Sappy loves 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, okay,
and we just talked about all that.
Cool.
Is it Disney related?
Yes.
Is it about the classic cartoons?
No.
Is it about cartoons past Renaissance?
No.
Is it about Walt Disney himself?
No.
Is it Mickey Mouse?
No.
Is it about the Magic Kingdom?
No. How about we do some big topics? Right.
Is it American?
Bruh, I have no idea.
Is it a pop-up book?
No.
And you know what it is? Yes.
I do.
All right.
It's another big theme. It's another big...
Is it a Pixar book?
No. Keep going.
Is it a DreamWorks book?
No.
Is it a Marvel
No, it's
book?
It's another media.
Music book?
No, not music.
Theater?
Yes.
Okay, but Disney you said.
Yes, so
Disney
it's
and theater.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about Disney and theater production.
Correct.
Oh.
So now let's open our eyes.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Whoa.
the annotated Wizard of Oz Centennial Edition.
What the heck, Sappy?
This is too generous. Look at this.
That is...
Gorgeous.
This is a book.
That's yeah. And I guess, well, it's annotated, so there's a lot of...
Annotated, like there's pictures?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You have to read. So,
there are
wow,
pictures.
wow.
Yay.
Look at this. About the book. And so it's not so much about the movie as it's about the book.
Oh, we're backwards.
Backwards.
Oh, because one second. We're backwards, we were just told. Are we backwards? Someone let us know if we're backwards. Because to us we look like we're straight.
Okay, so...
Wow, thank you so much, Sappy.
This is not the movie. This is about the book, which you're reading.
Mm-hmm, I am reading the book, yes.
And, wow. So now you have a better book
A visual aid.
Much better book to read than the other one that's falling apart.
And it's big font. It's not like they're using it to have small font.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. And then this one, I love this because we're again theater and Disney, and they have Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, which you saw.
I didn't see Lion King yet.
Tarzan. I actually stumbled upon Tarzan because Curtis told me there are good songs from it. Or was it Curtis? Or I just saw
we watched Newsies the musical on this channel.
Mm-hmm. And Mary Poppins.
I didn't see that one.
Wow. Whoa! Thanks, Sappy!
Fantastic. Disney Theatrical Productions producing Broadway musicals
The Disney Way.
And something's green on there. Yeah. The book doesn't have holes.
That would be cool. Thanks so much. You didn't have to do that. It's so nice of you.
We will enjoy reading these.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I want the picture book. Right. Because it has...
This
pictures.
has just words, so this one's for me.
Did you see this? Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it is backwards.
Maybe it's not backwards now?
It's still backwards. We'll flip us for a second.
That's the magic of Oz.
Transform, flip horizontal. So this is what it looks
Whoa,
like.
I didn't even feel that. I'm on the other side. And I'm not Dr. Disney.
And then the other book is...
The book is Disney Theatrical Productions, producing musicals the Disney Way. Broadway musicals the Disney Way. By Amy Ostatinsky.
And this one's by Michael Patrick Hearn. Wow. Thanks, Saf.
Gorgeous, thank you.
That put me in a good mood.
Mm.
It's presents! Christmas in June! Okay, so... That's wonderful. So let's see who's here. We have Mika and Cecilia and Key and Fritz and Curtis and Safi and Alex and Kaylee joined. Awesome.
And Tony Roney's there.
And Tony Roney.
From
Awesome.
Eats a Pizza. The Eats a Pizza show.
Eats a Pizza show, which launched and it's picking up steam.
It's picking up steam and speed. There's going to be something tomorrow. Our
last episode of season 1 is tomorrow, and then season 2 starts, I believe, next week.
Yes.
And we have 5 seasons already filmed, and it's just us eating pizza
and
rating it and having a great fun time. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Some of you have already checked it out, so thank you so much.
If you haven't, please subscribe.
And
subscribe, and click the bell
for notifications. Sappy loves the Hawaiian shirts.
Thank you.
Cool. Hi, everyone says hey.
I remember Safi said something that her father likes to say Lilo and Stitch. I think it's Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
And Stitch, yeah, I think that's what she wrote.
Yeah. Fritz says, I don't want to bother anyone, but I figure I might as well just say it. My birthday is the 20th of June. Oh, Father's Day.
Bothering us.
Yeah.
My goodness, we'd love to know that.
I love birthdays. If no one's going to celebrate you on your birthday, get new people in your life.
Yeah.
Get new people in your life. That's good to know. Thank you so much.
Katie Jenny is here.
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Sorry, Kaylee my Jenny. Eyes.
Love this film. Next time you should check out the Tigger movie. It's
Ooh,
incredibly
I love
wholesome and
Tigger.
gives you all the warm fuzzies. The animation and sound are great about Tigger is great.
Always loved Tigger growing up.
It's a box that holds bread. You buy the bread and then put it in a box. Oh my goodness, that sounds so inefficient. Like, I found out recently that Dale buys eggs and takes them out of the cartons to put them in his own carton in the fridge. He resorts already packaged eggs. That's so funny.
To my defense, these are plastic covered
no
boxes
defense.
that are clear, and there's 14 instead of 12.
Wow, you get a whole 2 eggs
And-
extra.
and-
What are you buying? 14 eggs.
And you have eggs, and you go buy eggs, and you can get 18 or 24 eggs, and these stack. So you can make them this big instead of having them take all the real estate on the shelf because they're horizontal and big. I'm sure some of you understand.
he repackages eggs.
I don't stuff them back in the chicken.
That's so and okay, we don't want to waste anyone else's time, but I just want to say hi to everyone who's here. Mika says even she knows what a bread box is. Well, I guess I gotta catch up on that.
Curtis says you should stay flipped. It's Lilo and Stitch, not Lilo and Stitch, not Stitch and Lilo.
Oh, okay. We'll flip the image. Wow, everyone has comments today. Everyone has comments.
Directions.
Everyone's like, we know
orders.
You're not doing a good enough job yet. Fine, got it.
And you're the orange, not with the blue.
Oh, cool. Actually, that does look better.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Sorry for being. Awesome sauce. You don't stumble upon something because someone told you about it. I'm gonna get kicked out of this group.
Curtis understands me.
I already clicked the button.
Curtis understands me too.
Get this. It's also my dad's birthday. Oh, fun!
So Curtis and Fritz's dad.
No. Fritz's dad.
Yeah.
And Fritz have
And
the same
Curtis.
birthday. Fritz's birthday. Curtis's birthday is in August.
Oh, I thought Curtis said it was...
We'll start a birthday thread.
Yes, that's on Discord.
Yeah, on Discord. Okay, does everyone have it ready? We're gonna watch it right now. And Dale, if you could do our timer.
Sure.
Just let me pull it up.
I don't know Hawaiian though.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, everything's ready. And let's get our headphones.
Dom, where did I go?
I have seen this before. Have you?
Nope, never.
I saw it maybe 15 plus years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Whoa.
I also watched the TV show. Maybe I watched the TV show and not this movie. I definitely watched the TV show. I thought I watched this movie.
We shall find out then.
Yeah, maybe it is my first watch. Okay, let us put this over here and then pull up Disney Plus. Make it like that. Put it over here. Put this over here.
Okay.
Is that good?
That's good.
Okay. And now let's go to the stream timer. Ready? When
Okay.
you are.
Ready?
Yes.
Everyone with me now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
And Fritz says this movie is like a masterclass on how to write a child character correctly. I agree.
Ooh, nice.
And Nani is the greatest character ever. I related to her so much as a child. So just look out for her.
Very, very nice. This happened in China a couple of years ago. A new species.
Mi gana la cuesta. Gontu's voice actor is amazing.
Who's gone to?
The big whale guy. This guy's voice.
Hmm.
He's very popular in the voice
Very
acting
popular.
world.
Gah. That one looks like a Star Wars character.
Very Star Warsy, actually.
Yeah, very Star Warsy, Star Trekky, and very marine-like.
Hmm.
Things look like fish and all.
What's his name?
Lilo?
The blue one.
Oh, something 626. Experiment 626. Like the gecko.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Hmm. Again, there's a chase right in the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it exciting.
You need, again, that's what I said. You have to have a movie.
That looks like a kind of a whale.
It does.
Yeah.
You have to have something interesting within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
ER.
Huh.
He didn't land on water.
Your character.
How'd you know?
Huh. Do you know what that is?
Um, moving picture thing?
It's a viewfinder thing. So it's a disc with little slides on it with pictures.
Hmm.
And they turn. So unhelpful.
Beautiful imagination.
Yeah, great imagination. It reminds me of Wally a little bit in that section. Or to be unstoppable. Plasma cannon. Every movement means something.
Oh, absolutely.
You as a fish.
With a sandwich.
With a sandwich.
This is you as a swimmer.
Could be.
You know they're making this live action?
That's odd.
Oh, Alan Silvestri.
I don't know.
Neither do I. I'm just wondering if you did.
I don't.
Look at this animation.
Beautiful. Oh no. That's very sad.
His ice cream
Ice cream fell. Curtis thinks Silvestri did Back to the Future.
Oh, wow.
That's big.
Alex said this movie does not need to be live action.
I
could
agree.
not agree with you more.
I mean, just why would you?
She has the same intro as Mulan. Catching up with everyone. Peter is Pudge the fish.
He said Lilo. Fudge. Ooh. She sounds like Sally from the Peanuts.
Mmm.
Same kind of anxiety.
Pudge controls the weather.
Oh. Cat fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or catfish fight.
And
Oh. Did it twice.
oh man, Fritz, you're right. They really did an amazing job writing this child character. I also love that the kids are appropriate proportions.
Mm-hmm. Oh. 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 No.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
Good, good, good.
Oh my gosh, Lilo's so cute. One of the most relatable Disney characters ever.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And the voice actress too.
I like that she's very specific proportions.
Mm-hmm. And humanoid,
very humanoid,
and not like super slender.
Yeah, not some Hollywood ideal. Ah, that's Elvis.
Oh,
Oh, it's too much work.
oh, she hammered it closed.
Yeah.
She's mouthing the words. Hi, C. Welcome. Yeah, Nani is my fave.
I just like that so far she can't do anything right. Every
Mm-hmm.
situation puts her in trouble.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Things are falling and she's klutzy and yeah. Oh. Ah.
ugh, Nani.
There's a similar animation in parts to
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
I knew you were gonna say that because I was feeling right now. And she's practicing voodoo. Lilo is disturbed.
Oh,
She's odd.
I know.
Already a setup.
Mm-hmm.
She's so bizarre.
She's Apu. Huge.
Such an intense scene.
Yeah, domestic scene,
Hmm.
definitely.
I had a feeling there was some autism, Alex.
Oh, really? Myrtle. Her name is Myrtle. Oh.
This movie.
Ooh. Would they feel that? So little.
Yeah, but he's indestructible.
True. Four arms.
Kaylee says that this movie is supposed to be set in Kansas. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm glad they did change it to Hawaii.
Yeah. It would be in black and white then. Did you say aminals? Oof. Oh.
Hi.
My dog talks. It's so realistic.
Mm-hmm. This is perfect. Thank you, Fritz, for that. It set the whole
Yeah.
framework for watching this. Oh, they said if they thought he was dead, why they put him in a dog cage? I love how that's all about the mosquitoes.
You don't know what it's like to be a freak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you do.
Maybe you do. Hi Zach. Zach is also here. Zach Tomomitsu. Yeah, she also has trouble making friends too. Myrtle, you about to get whacked.
Not literally.
No.
Wah. This is blending in. This is your character.
Mm-hmm.
This is who you play.
Lilo and Stitch the musical.
Yeah. A lot of hula going on.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do the ocean?
It's one character in the back.
Yeah. Bucket of water. Back. Oh, he doesn't like water. Or
He
he
can't
couldn't
swim.
survive in water, yeah. I have Elvis. Maybe because Elvis made a lot of beach movies. Ouch.
He's like an angry tourist.
Yeah. He's having a better time not
Yeah.
chasing him. That would be a good scene on stage.
Oh yeah. It would be unique and new.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering about the roof. Not nice. Oh.
Nani's just trying.
Yeah. Medical school.
Yes.
Oof.
Ohana means family.
Mm-hmm. Right up the street, there's a place called Ohana Grill.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like Picasso had a blue period in his
Mm.
paintings.
Ew.
uh, it's not good. Hmm. All the bandaging. You're eating for fun and profit.
Roadmaps of Iowa.
Yes. They took one.
The Ugly Duckling. Why is that book so thick if that's the whole story on 2 pages?
Basically, it's all story. Advertisements
Mm.
for YouTube.
Mm-mm-mm. Nani is so confused.
Wouldn't you be? If Samuel L. Jackson, like.
Mm. What Mulan Easter egg? Oh, there's a movie poster for Mulan? Oh,
Hmm.
wow.
That doesn't happen.
No, no, but it's for the.
Uh,
His Hawaiian shirt!
that's such a Peanuts moment. It's funny. I wonder if there's any kind of influence.
For what?
Just the comment at the end of a episode. It's very, very Peanuts. My friend Bob would love this movie.
Mm. Oh, because of Elvis? Yeah. What did you say was like a TV episode thing?
Not TV episode, Peanuts, Charlie Brown, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They were always in panels, and then he would end with a comment like, "What did she say here?"
I'm sure Elvis had his bad days.
I'm sure Elvis had his bad days too. It just sounded very much like Charles Schultz's commentary with his characters.
Hmm. Were they on hallucinogenic drugs when they wrote this script?
Well, Zach is going to Hawaii next
Oh,
time.
fun. Mm-hmm. One of the best songs ever. Then the place I'd rather be than on a surfboard on the sea. I said beyond the horizon. Go Nani! Oh, and whoa! Then on a surfboard on the sea. She's strong to throw a child out of the water.
She's animated. Well,
Aw, Stitch.
huh.
Oh, the animation of the
Or,
foot coming out of the water. Wow.
it's different than being realistic. It's artistic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great shot.
Oh,
Good, David.
he's indestructible though.
He can't swim and he'll drown. He's denser than water.
Right. So
But
I
he can
guess he's
die.
destructible.
He won't he's bulletproof and fireproof, they said. This guy,
So Hollywood shows up at the wrong time, the right way. That was not helpful social work.
mm-mm. You have to. I mean, the social worker's not the villain because he's doing what is best for Lilo.
But did he really offer help along the way? He just kept on threatening and saying, I'm giving you a status report and I'm threatening you.
It's very difficult. can't with this boy. It's so sad. Kids don't deserve anything that happens to them. It's heartbreaking.
We never remember the tissues. Who knew? Just waiting for to see what they would do.
I'm like snotting everywhere.
I know. I wondered if Captain Gantley and the social worker were the same voice.
Oh, maybe. His name is Captain Gantu.
Gantu?
Yeah.
Oof. Are they though?
What?
Are they though?
Are they though?
If he knows he's indestructible, why does he try to shoot him?
I don't know, maybe to stun him.
Ooh, he has gecko feet.
Mm-hmm. Interesting they all speak English.
Well, he's learned along the way.
No, but the aliens.
Oh. Ooh, so much
Whoa!
for this house. Good detail.
She called Cobra Bubbles. Blue Punch Buggy.
Those are the only numbers she had.
Yeah. This social worker is being put through the most intense case. You shouldn't play with guns. Oh, okay. He gives it back to him.
Yeah.
Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
that's inconsistent. Happy Hanukkah. A bit extreme.
Nani is
That's
put.
an awful feeling.
He put her on the left side of the car and she was sitting on the right. Yeah, I love how Pleakley is also protecting him. Protecting her.
Who's
How
what?
Pleakley was running with Lilo out of the house. He's like, you don't know what's about to happen. Nani is the greatest Disney character.
Very sympathetic.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So you have seen.
Yes, that was a TikTok.
Oh. Eh,
Eh.
eh.
Yeah, he's bilingual. Yeah, politically that was inconsistent for him to have been so rude to Nani. Like, to be fair, think of the bright side. Now you don't have anyone to yell at. He's not like that. He's obtuse but not rude.
Well, maybe he just doesn't know the ways of Earthlings.
Hmm.
Like a shark.
Oh, good. Good point.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fritz, you make a very good point
We were protecting me. That's funny.
about Pleakley.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This
beautiful.
is Star Wars. It's so funny.
But it's in Hawaii.
It's showtime.
Oh, this poor guy with his mint chocolate ice cream. Let him. He finally was away from everyone in a valley.
Yeah, but there you go.
Oh no.
I would say time for the diet.
Yeah.
That's a rescue, all right?
Mm-hmm. Isn't he fireproof?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it doesn't sting. Another one.
And the frog is the miracle.
Stitch's pet.
Wow, she has vocal projection
Yeah,
to
really.
get over the propulsions of those jet blasters.
Been there before.
A113 on the license plate is the class that the animators are from in Cal Arts.
Oh.
It's like the Cabbage Man from Avatar, but also the Miley from SpongeBob. It's just a running gag in all these shows.
I used to have one of those Hawaiian dancers
Oh,
on my
really?
car, yeah. There's an air freshener.
Oh, he's in the middle of gas? Gas on lava? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Well, I like that detail that when the ship exploded, they got pushed further from
Hmm.
the shock wave of it. This David guy is just chilling on the water, mighty.
Surfer dude. Where's my board? Where's my board?
Oh, Cecilia says this is a scene that they changed from a city to a jungle.
Yeah, Lila did say something about so nice to not be in a big city or
Mm-hmm.
something. I wonder if that was changed to support this whole thing.
Oh, he's so cute. I love that the social worker's not taking any notes, no photos.
Well, to be fair, he's standing among a bunch of aliens. What do you say? And I have it right here.
I own him.
What does he know?
She
That's
just
how.
said.
Ah! Funny.
What's Roswell? For after? With his family. Dang, girl, you didn't have to give them that much of a bonus.
Like the Star Wars ending. Looks like a SpongeBob ship.
The pineapple, yeah. That's funny. I like the mosquito thing came back. A lot of running jokes.
Nice house.
Is that a cigarette? A lollipop. Is that a brownie? Oh,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Cake.
Now everything is going right. You know, no more mistakes because it's the end of a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You gotta get me one of these stitches. Oh, that comes in handy in the show, in the TV show.
Oh yeah.
Batman.
Bra man.
Ah, Brahman. And she's finally doing hula with her
With
friends.
Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Her friends. Those are not her friends.
Oh, for the festival. They went on a
Sweet.
cruise.
Aww.
And they're creating new family photos. It's nice. It's really nice.
Graceland is Elvis's estate,
Mm.
and it's a theme park.
Oh, you can go there.
Yeah.
Where?
Tennessee.
Wow. Hi, Hosanna. A lot of new people here. I guess Lilo and Stitch is that big.
Nice, nice. Welcome.
Nice to see everyone. Yeah, Hosanna says, I hope you guys watch the second one. I'm really enjoying this first one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a famous picture, Norman Rockwell picture that they're recreating with the family there.
At Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I feel we need to cancel Myrtle for how horrible she was.
Myrtle just needs a lesson. Oh, the ugly duckling, the little ducklings.
Oh, that's cute. Stitch is the kind of character that Disney uses for marketing because they could put him anywhere.
Yeah, I want the ice cream to come back. I want the guy picture
the guy with the ice cream.
Like when his tongue is green or something. He had his ice cream.
Oh, the family.
They didn't do it. Oh, the original family.
And they added Stitch.
Sweet.
The poor guy with the ice cream cone.
He should have come back.
Wow.
The Disney Archives exhibit is going to Graceland next.
Oh, wow. Fun.
Wow.
Wow, thank you all so dearly much. So much dearly.
Very dearly.
So dearly for recommending it that. Oh, this is a new song. I know a song.
It's an Elvis song. It's an Elvis song. Not sung by Elvis here.
Can't help falling in love with you. I don't know the rest of it. Do you know the rest of it?
I used to.
How much did they pay to get an Elvis soundtrack on Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Like, who had that idea? Whoever.
Well, I like I said, he did a lot of beach movies, so I imagine it was sort of that connection.
He made beach movies.
Yeah,
He's an actor.
Yeah, as well.
Oh,
A musician and actor. His movies are kind of not great movies.
oh, okay.
You know, unfortunately, because he was very talented as an actor, but they used him poorly in Hollywood.
You fools! This woman's voice is amazing. Falling in love with you.
Yeah, very flexible.
Oh, key change!
All you have to do is modulate and sing harmonize and sing high notes.
Can't help falling in love.
The remix by the A-Team, Safi says.
The A-Team.
Fritz says, I agree, cancel Myrtle. I know from experience that kids like Myrtle usually continue to be that annoying or more annoying in the future.
And, you know, people say things like, kids like Myrtle.
Cecilia says in another movie of Find Myrtle's dad is a used car salesman.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. People like Myrtle usually come from broken homes themselves.
Well, used car salesman doesn't necessarily guarantee that.
No, I'm not saying that, but just
yeah.
not affluent.
Yeah, it's not her fault.
Yeah,
necessarily.
Kids are a product of their environments.
Not only, but yeah, so that's a major part.
Children, yeah, largely.
But you come into this world with a kind of a personality too.
Sure.
But it can either get encouraged or redirected or quelled a bit.
That's what we talked about when we all watched Inside Out a couple months ago. In pediatrics, something we have is called ACEs, the Adverse Childhood Experiences Questionnaire, and depending on what happened to you or your circumstances growing up, it's more so your circumstances growing up, your risk for chronic medical conditions increases, depending on if you had, a stable home growing up, if you had someone in your family with mental health issues, if you had someone in the family who was in prison, things like that.
Yeah, I found that
are out of your control as a child, but they directly are correlated with your risk for chronic conditions.
I found that particular survey to be, all the questions were very extreme, about very extreme situations.
Sure.
And I expected it to be more, to have things like that, but to be more about, are you from a home with a single parent? Are you, were you left back in school? Or so, more mundane things, not so much that major things could happen to you.
Mm-hmm. It's quite enlightening, and it raises awareness about what kids have to go through.
But I wondered how many kids have to go through something like they're so extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the statistics. I mean, is it 1 in 4 children that have to go through something that major, or is it?
I think it was 20%. At least 80% of people had a score of 1 on that.
Wow, that's huge. Maybe 1 or 2 questions were pretty.
Yeah, 1 or 2 questions are pretty benign. I think if you had 3+ or 4+, then you're at a mild risk and then moderate. And I don't remember it, but it's in the Inside Out, and you can also Google childhood ACE. The time code is still on. Thank you so much, Eats a Pizza Show. So it just ended. I'm so excited to talk about this movie because I think it really was my first time watching it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't really remember the happenings of this movie, and it is it's emotional.
Yeah.
It's an emotional minefield.
Not quite Onward, but it has moments that you have to be a little bit attuned to it here, because when she says something like, I remember everybody that leaves.
Oh my gosh. The reason it's not Onward heavy, like it is Onward heavy, but it doesn't sit in Onward heaviness. Onward had a mission to destroy the human soul.
Yeah.
And it, oh my gosh, just the way it ended, where you don't even have the closure of the character. You through the character are distant from the closure. It is a recipe, but you understand why you're distant.
Yeah.
And you're okay with the sacrifice. I can't with that movie. To have to watch it once on live stream and then have to go show it to my family.
You did watch it again. Wow.
Too intense.
Wow.
But this movie, after that really intense scene where they know the whole audience is absolutely distraught, they had Pleakley lightening the mood in the next scene. They have their comic reliefs. Onward doesn't have comic relief readily available and accessible. Or
certainly not at that point in the movie.
Yeah,
you did earlier on.
You had the sprites and everything, but this and those were teenagers. I felt, and she's a child.
Yeah,
she's a child, and her older sister is doing everything in her power.
But those were teenagers who were reconciling childhood trauma.
But they also still had their mom. I mean, this one, I feel really desperate about their situation because they have no sense of security. There's no sense of security for these children. I mean, Nani, I think Alex or Fritz or someone said that Nani's supposed to be 19 in this movie.
Yeah.
And even that's a child.
Yeah.
You know, like,
absolutely.
When she's a child, she's still figuring the world out, and she has to take care of her sister and a job and a relationship and a home.
And the house that blew up, you know, which God helps, but...
Yeah, it's like, I feel for Nani so much. Like, it is Lilo and Stitch, but it's also Nani. Like, you feel the gravity of the movie through Nani's eyes. And for her to have been not this... I'm so proud of Disney for not, like, glamifying her. She was just, like, such a relatable human. Like, who's just going... And she's so young. Oh, so great. So great. Yeah. Before we get into the rating of it all, I want to thank you all for recommending this so intensely.
I never thought this movie would be this story because, you know, the characters look like cutesy
bubbles,
and you're in Hawaii.
Cobra bubbles,
and you're in Hawaii with surfboards and waves. And
look at this smile. Look at there's a charm to this.
Yeah, and then to like, boom, hit you in the face.
Yeah, it's like, oh, were you expecting to cry? No, your mistake. So thank you all so much. I'm curious whose first watch of this movie is this. I can almost guarantee that this is mine. I'm 95% sure this is my
first. But you knew the TV show, you said.
I knew the TV show, and I've seen enough clips of it. But this, like, scene at the end where Lilo was accidentally taken up by a Gantu, I was like, oh, that I did not know that. Yeah. I was like, what? She got scooped up.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah. I would like to scroll back, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
To we had a lot of people commenting during it. Okay, Pleakley's not helping. He's protecting the humans because of the mosquitoes. Okay, this is where I checked out from the chat because I was absolutely engrossed in the movie. It was such a subtle running gag about the chocolate chip ice cream guy. But you're right. I wish it did come back. I might dock
because she took all those pictures of people. So one picture should have been there with the guy, and I think with his tongue green, holding the ice cream. Then he got his ice cream.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna dock 0.1 for that, just because they
made too much of a point of it.
They made too much of a point of it, and also it's what I love in storytelling. And you guys will see, I recorded a reaction to another medical drama episode, and I made this comment that I love when script writing and storytelling rewards you for paying attention. When you, at the very beginning of the movie, you're like, oh, she doesn't have a family, she doesn't have all this stuff, and at the very end, you see the hula dance again, and you're like, oh, I get it. There's so many through lines and ties through the story that again reward you for having paid attention to every time that man lost his ice cream cone, and for them to have given us so many closed plot points by the end and to have missed that. I feel it is a missed moment.
Yeah, it was a missed moment. Unless we missed the moment, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, at his expense that we laughed.
Right, and we didn't get to celebrate with him at the end.
Yeah,
it was. I don't feel as happy about it.
Yeah.
So when I remember, I can, so I will commented and said he has super hearing. That was when Lilo was in in the spaceship, and she said, "Don't leave me, okay?" And Stitch said, "Okay." And I was like, "How in the world can she?" She's great projecting. Apparently, it's because he has super hearing. So that's good to know. And Cecilia told us that they changed this scene from a city fight scene to a jungle because of 9/11. So
what year is this?
I think this is 2001.
Oh yes, well of course.
Or 2000. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 2001 or 2002?
Even so, that's enough. That's right at the same time. 9/11 did not heal for many years.
Yeah, even now,
it's still not. But I mean, you know, things are functioning.
It's a good word. It's functioning. Alex says, "I love the detail how he started talking more the more time he spent with the family." Yeah,
because he was reading, he was listening, he was gaining. You saw him at one point study, the language and respond, and so that made sense.
And it also makes sense because in the beginning, Jumba clarified that he's an intelligent experiment.
Yeah,
he's an intelligent life form. Family doesn't have to be the general idea of a whole family to be good. Yeah. And then Hosanna said, "I hope you watched the second one." I'd like to now. Graceland is Elfland's home. I consider my foster brother family.
Graceland is what?
Graceland is Elvis's
home. Yeah.
Cecilia said. He says that, "True, Mika, I consider my foster brother family." That's lovely.
Of
yes.
Course.
Yeah. Cecilia said, "Okay, so I made Peter cry. No one will take my choice again." No, it's cathartic.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm okay with crying. I'm like so okay with crying because I've always despised growing up. Not that it was ever said to me in my home, but in media, like boys don't cry or those crocodile tears or only girls cry or suck it up or man up. I don't like those at all. And also I feel more comfortable crying because of the community we have and because it reminds me why I'm so passionate about child health and taking care of children and pediatrics, because kids don't deserve, and if there is some innate quality about them that is not 100% angelic, they are here to learn, and they want guidance, they want to learn. They're such
kids ask for correction. It's true. They test the waters until they can get corrected.
Oh, absolutely.
That's characteristic
of a secure. I might add just something we learned in medicine of a secure child, a child who has experienced love. What you see in research settings and also just in social settings is when the kid goes to play, they'll like take a few steps and then check back in with mom or dad, and then they take a few more steps, or they like interact with the kid, and if the kid is offering a little toy, they take, before they look at it, they get the cue from the parent, like, is it good?
Well, we experienced that just yesterday. We were on the boardwalk.
Oh yeah,
and we were playing skee ball.
We were recording
an
Eats a Pizza episode.
That's right, recording Eats a Pizza boardwalk at Eats a Pizza episode. Eats a Pizza show, and we played some skee. It started raining, pouring the rain. So we went into an arcade and we were playing skee ball, and we got a bunch of points, a couple tickets. And there were these two little girls with their father walking around all the prizes. And, we said, well, what are we going to do with these points? Get a pencil?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then
Three pencils.
Okay. Yeah, you could use a pencil. But so these little girls were there. I was like, give the tickets to the little girls. And we did, except that I went to the father first and then, but I remember giving it to the girl. And she was happy to get the points, although they were like, we have 14,000 points.
And we were giving them like
300
points. And they're just like, we have 14,000.
14,000 points.
Be grateful.
Yeah, and it took her a long time to say thank you, but okay. But I remember
giving it to her.
Giving it to her, but it was kind of like, checking in with the father that this is all okay. Who said it was okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a marker of a secure home environment.
Yeah.
That she trusts.
And now she has some more pencils.
She has more pencils. Oh, hold on. I want to see the rest of the comments.
Tony Roney from Eats a Pizza show commented, "Children will listen" from Into the Woods.
Oh, yes. We also watched that too.
And I was reminded by what you were saying of something I shared in the Discord that song from Free to Be You and Me, which was an album during my generation about teaching children life things that you don't, it's through songs that you don't get. That's something else. We should probably listen to that. We should probably listen to that. But so there was one song that was, I think, written by, at least performed by, his name is Rosie Greer, and he's a football Hall of Famer from the 70s.
Oh yes, I watched it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful song called "It's All Right to Cry." So here's this bulky football player, and this is the 1970s. This is not now. 40 years ago, machismo was in, and here's this bulky guy saying, it's all right to cry.
Yeah. And you watched it as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely shared in school, in our school program.
That's awesome. That's good that it didn't just happen in a vacuum. That people,
it was promoted, in class.
Good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of. I mean, if it were abnormal to cry, it wouldn't be physiologic.
Right. Exactly.
It is a natural it's a biological response. So, and we're all capable of it.
Yeah.
I don't know when some twisted person said it's not allowed for boys.
Yeah. You have to fight those cultural things.
For sure. Safi says, I love this song. Winona's. The third Lilo and Stitch, I guess, is good. Didn't even know they made one. The Disney Archives is going to Graceland. That was a great birthday movie choice, Cecilia. It was. Great. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. He never got to eat ice cream in the show either. Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they did that for a reason. NK says that last picture. Yeah, it's especially with stitched in there.
That's all, folks. But the really profound thing about that last picture is it was burned.
Yeah, burned on the one side. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a burned family photo.
Yeah.
And the burn allows for Stitch to enter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's operating. Yeah. This movie is
a great job.
Yeah. And then Alex says in response, the movie is perfect. Fritz says, I agree, cancel Myrtle. I know from experience that kids like Myrtle usually continue to be annoying or more in the future. It's a remix by 18s. Can someone please put that in the Discord? Because I would love to listen to that version again. In another movie, you find Myrtle's dad is a used car salesman. The A-Teams do a lot of remakes. They did Welcome from Brother Bear and Beauty and the Beast too. Oh, Welcome. Sometimes they don't come from a broken home. The girls I'm thinking of had parents who were together and seemed far more well off than I was. Oh, the affluent kind of princess girls. It's hard to know. Home life is really,
I don't think it
dicey.
Always has to do with economic situation.
Of course not.
It's just emotional situations.
Sure, but economics is just an added stressor if it's not.
Oh yeah, no,
it's a huge added stressor.
Yeah, major. I just wonder, it's like, but you can't say, well, I don't know, I'm not sure I'm catching that comment properly, but if they're more well off.
No, she's saying just in her experience, the girls she's thinking of who were rude, I guess.
Are more well off and everything.
Were more well off.
Yeah, it makes me think. Or
seemed, she even was not even making the judgment. She said seemed far more well off.
Makes me think of the movie Traffic a little bit.
Did we
watch Traffic? No, we didn't watch Traffic. It has to do with teenagers and drugs and stuff like that. But you would expect that it would come from families that are not well off. But it's the families who are well off who have the access. And they get into lots of trouble. So it subverts the expectation.
That's what I thought. I was going to talk about the video that's not coming out yet. I'm not going to spoil it. And Fritz even says, of course I can't say everything. I know everything about their lives. And Safi says, he watched the show but not the movie. That's funny. Yeah. I mean,
very
that's
emotional to me because it was very real. And Kay says, "I love how Disney can make a movie with aliens feel that connected and that real, It's powerful."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Continue. I'd like the vocal break.
Okay, Cecilia says, so her parents died in a car crash because it was raining, and now she feeds Pudge the fish, who controls the weather. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. I didn't catch the fact that they died in a car crash because it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I missed that, but
She was telling Stitch the story.
I loved how her character, just matter of factly, like kids do, they just say these things. They're emotional, but they speak them like they're just facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, my parents were in a car and they fell out, and it was
As,
raining.
as she was playing, or
right? It's always something like that. It's always,
what are you doing, Lilo? She's like drowning
else.
the dolls in the pickle jar. She's like, my friends need to be punished, and he's like, call me if you need anything. Okay, she's just...
yeah, and that's what kids do. It was brilliantly insightful. But her character really, really embodied that. Fritz said that too in the beginning, that this was Fritz or Alex, I forget who.
It was Fritz.
Fritz said, that it was this character is truly well crafted.
It's a masterclass.
Yeah, masterclass in how
to write a child character.
Yeah.
And it's not just writing; it was the animation. I mean, I don't want to make the claim that she's autistic, and I would like to hear from the directors more. I can pick up clues: the difficulty with communication, the difficulty with making friends, the difficulty with eye contact. Like a lot of things, she's just in her own world.
She's an only child.
Also, she has trauma, so it's hard to know what the source of it is. But the taking photos of overweight people on the beach is a fixation.
Yeah, there is that aspect.
And the way she's sort of, but she's not not that, again, autism is on a spectrum, so it's just hard to know unless you hear from the directors themselves. So
yeah, there was an interesting detail. But she didn't, again, yes, it's hard to know, but there was no real other clue.
I mean, those are enough clues.
But it wasn't like Loop, where that's
no.
Advanced.
Yeah, Loop Loop is a Pixar short
that we watched,
where she was nonverbal. She's verbal. She's emotional. She can communicate.
But to me, there's so many environmental factors that were introduced.
So
I question that.
And trauma as a child, and we don't know how long ago the parents died. So there's actually
if you look at that last picture,
it's pretty recent because they all were the same heights.
Yeah.
The thing that's interesting, I mean, I would love to hear the director's comment, like a commentary about their commentary about this movie. The thing that is something I learned in medicine, just for people to know, is there is a disorder, a mental health disorder, called adjustment disorder. And that's usually not a protection. If someone's experiencing depression or something, or anxiety, there could be something that happened in the past 6 months that could explain it. So if something happened to you and within 6 months, you're having these, mental health issues, it could be due to that event. And it's called adjustment disorder. So instead of diagnosing someone saying you have anxiety, you have depression, it's, well, what happened recently in your life? And if something happened within the past 6 months, it's covered under adjustment disorder. So I wonder if she is, has adjustment disorder, where something happened within 6 months ago and she's still struggling. Another thing to know, and this is why psychiatry is fascinating but also really nuanced, is after losing someone, the medical community has established, and the psychiatric community has established, that the normal bereavement period to grieve is 6 months. So if you're still unable to enter society after 6 months, then it's, recommended to seek psychiatric help. And that's why, to jump into a different franchise, DC when Superman died and Lois Lane was still not going out of the house, or like still not doing her job or anything. It's like we don't know exactly the full timeline, but it's after a while, it's important to be aware of if you're able to return to baseline as close as you can, and if not. So I'm just saying all this because I don't know if Lilo autism would be really unfair to just call it based off of the clues in the movie, because we don't know about the trauma that she's experienced as a child. That's the Dr. Disney part of it.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Thank you for that insight. I don't. We only know so much of so much.
And everything's always updating. So NK says that's powerful about the aliens, and that applies to almost all of the Disney movies. I never make that connection, Celia Thomas, about the feeding the fish.
That's brilliant.
I would have wished he swam back at the end or something.
Yeah, it's another thing we wanted to come back.
Just because it's so rich, it has meaning. And everyone's saying, Cecilia, we never made that connection. Who's Leroy and Stitch? Oh, is that Experiment 628?
I like Starsky and Hutch.
Right, yeah. Oh, right.
Some people here will laugh.
Yeah. Safi says, oh, I was definitely the Lilo in my school when I was a kid, Fritz says. Wow, it's so interesting how a movie can make you see yourself again.
Yeah, especially in something like that.
Because I saw myself in this movie as Pleakley. So.
Oh, I saw you as Pleakley too, yeah.
Especially when Jumbo's like looking off to the side, he looks over, puts it on, he's looking at himself. I'm not ugly.
I look pretty good. That's very funny.
Safi says this is her 1,000th watch.
Oh wow.
10,000th. 10,000th watch.
I think she missed a 0.
Yeah. And oh wow, we have a lot to catch up on. Zach says I have the movie, and Kay, that's the beauty of it. It's so lighthearted, colorful, and bright that you don't expect it. Sort of like how Scrubs catches you off guard in moments. It feels more real. Yes, true. That's extremely correct. Not my first watch, but I haven't watched it that often, Mika says. Safi says 2002. So it was a year after. 2002. It's on the YouTube title. I know, but we don't have the title open in front of us. Mika's coming for us. Now we have to watch everything. The scene of him calling out that he's lost always gets me. Yeah. Stitch, when he's waiting for them to come back.
Yeah.
And he's just waiting there, because he said, she told him the story is he didn't have family, and then they showed up, and he's just like, okay, I don't have family, I'm waiting for them to show up.
Yeah, because they show up in the story. The
Ugly
Duckling's parents coming.
It's Stitch finding family. It's Lilo finding friend family, and it's Nani holding on to family,
and also finding family. I mean, she and David become friends,
and David finding family, and all these people, and it really is heavy because they don't have their parents, and their children adrift,
in paradise,
and they can't enjoy paradise because I feel for Nani so much. I'm going to say that as much as I didn't rank her as one of the Disney princesses.
Nani?
Yeah, I wish I did.
How would she be a princess?
Because she's awesome.
Okay, but how is she
a
Disney kind of princess? Where they take people off the list because they don't have the lineage.
All right, fine. All right, but she's unofficially top 3.
Oh, Alexa, thanks for sharing the song. It's All Right to Cry. You're welcome. Yeah, it was very powerful to me as a child.
Oh, nice. He says, I talked about my foster brother earlier in the comments, but I think you missed it. Oh, no, we caught it. Maybe an ad came through or something. We definitely caught it. The children will listen, eat the pizza. Yes, Tony beat me to it. Thank you for sharing that song, Dale. It's stuff like that leads to a shorter average lifespan for men. I agree.
What, the machismo?
To machismo, but also not crying.
Oh, yeah.
In acting class, I learned that the physical and the emotional are connected. And if you don't share what you're emotionally feeling, it becomes a physical ailment. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but where people hold their stress, you get headaches when you're stressed out if you hold your stress there. You have GI issues, you have stomach pain if you hold your tension there. So it's wherever you hold and don't express it.
Yeah. I had something to say. I don't remember.
Oh, sorry.
No, not at all. I just don't remember at the moment.
Talking about lifespan, it decreases the lifespan of machismo, not crying men.
Oh, just I remember hearing some sort of a study. You know how you hear about studies and they report them on the radio sometimes. But it was about the fact that they studied and found that the emotional life of men and women, males and females, are equal.
The emotional
life of males and females. That males and females feel equally. So
the life within.
The life,
not the lifespan.
No, not the lifespan.
Okay.
No, the emotional experience is the same. It's just that culturally men are taught to be stoic and women are the ones who can be emotional. They have the freedom and expressive to be emotional. But physically it has been tested that we are all
we
are all as feeling as the next person. It's because it just with all the machismo in our culture, in this patriarchal culture, it is so you think, well, men aren't so emotional. Women can cry on a dime and men don't. It's not true. Depends on the person.
So untrue.
Depends on the person how they will express, but it's everybody is feeling, even if they're stoic, they're still feeling.
Absolutely.
So you have to give people that chance.
Absolutely. If I may, for a minute, share about, I don't know if I think I have on this channel talked about how in college I went on a service trip, a missions trip to Chicago to work with domestic violence batterers, perpetrators.
With the perpetrators
with
themselves.
The perpetrators themselves. And I was so nervous going on this trip. And what I learned is that the socialization of men causes men, and it's not that men are the only ones who batter. Men can be battered against too. This specific organization, I think they're called Domestic Peace Advancing something, and their whole methodology is to bring men to a room and have them learn from other men how to be emotional by having them sit down and say, "How was your day?" And then, "Oh, I felt really happy today." And then the new men who've been brought in based on court order or whatever it is to go through this program, they're like, what are we doing here? It's such a waste of time. And they're so angry about it at the start. Then eventually they learn to share just based on role modeling. And then, it was expressed, we had someone come in who was a perpetrator, and he shared that now he knows after doing the program that when he gets angry in a fight, it's not lash out and be physical and break things, which I was in the OR one time, the doctor was like, "When you get mad at your sister, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Talk to her?" He's like, "No, like really mad." I'm like, Talk to her? And he's like, "No, like you punch a wall." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
What? And it was like he was so normal about it. I was so confused by it. But he shared that when he gets upset now, he's learned to step outside, go breathe fresh air, go for a walk, process. And I'm like, that's great.
The doctor or the perpetrator?
No, the perpetrator shared that. Yeah. But it's just it was radical that it's so pervasive.
And that the solution seems so accessible.
Yeah. Just talk about it. Share.
Have a group.
Yeah. So, and that's part of why I say it's what happens to you as a child that affects, because these boys were feeling and we're told not to, and become these. Not that it's an excuse.
Don't show it.
Yeah. Like Elsa, conceal, don't feel. Moana is similar to Lilo and Stitch. She never mentioned directly that they died. All she said was they went for a drive and it was raining. Oh yeah, which leaves our imagination to linger.
I like this comment too that says you also have to keep in mind that kids just do weird things sometimes. Yeah, you can't, and also, it's the Charlie Brown syndrome where I mentioned Peanuts a lot today, but it's that Charlie Brown syndrome where you just don't fit in. So Lilo doesn't fit in. And who else did you say didn't fit in? There's a character Lilo reminded you of right in the beginning of this that you say, I don't know, many characters that just don't fit. Mulan.
Mulan
doesn't fit in.
She's like racing to enter the hula practice.
Yeah.
And she's late, and then Mulan is like trying to go get married.
Yeah, and she just can't fit into the societal norm. So children do weird things, and I think and she was very creative. She made her own doll. But that's not acceptable within the norm.
And it's about parents educating their children to be understanding and warm to other kids, because Myrtle and the gang, they all didn't play dolls with her just because her doll was different.
Right.
And that's learned.
Yeah.
So
there's
it's on all of us.
And there's also another little aspect of Lilo that wasn't addressed much beyond that moment when she started the fight or lashed out with a fight in the school with Myrtle. And that kind of it was kind of a catalyst for things with the social worker and things happening, but it's an aspect of her upbringing or her traumatic experience or something. It wasn't quite dealt with. So we don't know how to place it, except
the hula incident, the beating of Myrtle.
Yeah.
It was establishing Lilo's character.
In the story, I understand it, but as her own choice to be violent.
Because what did Myrtle say to her? I don't remember what she said to her that made her lash out like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it doesn't matter. I mean, she chose to have a violent response.
She did, and it showed Nani negotiate with her and said, I won't yell if you don't punch anyone anymore. And she said, I won't yell except on special occasions. And Lilo just looks out, not even at the camera, just into a dead space as Nani's playing with her hair. Tuesdays and bank holidays would be great.
Yeah.
What a weird comment.
Yeah, well, that's when weird kids do weird things.
Yeah.
They say weird things. And
Tuesdays and bank holidays would be great.
But those are things that kids hear in commercials or on TV, so they say these things. They don't know what bank holidays are.
Kids are so impressionable. I think that's part of what makes her characterization so great. She might be neurodivergent some way. That's true. There's a deleted scene that I posted on the Discord that deals with the issue of tourists on the island, and I think that sort of connects to her thing with taking pictures of the tourists.
I'd love to see that. Yeah.
That's probably why. There are a few really good deleted scenes. I love that you're talking about this. I was recently diagnosed with adjustment disorder, and it was my first time hearing about it, so I didn't know too much. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, NK. That's welcome to Dr. Disney.
Yeah, indeed. It wasn't 18, Sappy said. It's Jump 5. Beauty and the Beast and Welcome. But
Jump 5. Okay, so they did sound like Jump 5. I was listening to it and I was going to say it's Jump 5, and then you said 18s, and I was like, oh, okay, it's 18s.
Okay, but the song we heard today was by 18s.
No, it's Jump 5. In the movie.
The ones she mentioned, they also did these.
Oh, okay.
Were not 18s. But in the movie, it was 18s?
In the movie, it was 18s.
When you said that woman had a lovely voice. Eats a Pizza Show says the trauma couldn't have been that very long ago since her sister is only 19, so they wouldn't have had allowed them to live alone if they'd been much more than a year prior.
That's a good point. She wouldn't have been. She would have been a minor.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have been able to take it over. She's an adult.
Wow, they gave us so much to delve into. This was a calculated movie.
No, very well thought out script. I mean, in my own trials of script writing, I like to do that too. I research those kinds of things because they matter and people are going to pick them out. And more than that, they just matter because one thing does affect another. Sure.
And it gives the audience a lot to work through in a good meal kind of way.
Sappy picked up on my Starsky and Hutch. Yes. Thank you, Sappy.
Okay. You were going to say...
It was a police show in the 70s. Very famous. In LA, I think it was, or somewhere in California. And two police on motorcycles.
Like buddy cop kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
But you were going to say something while we were watching. You made a reference to something. I said, what? And you said later.
Yes, let me think about it for a minute. I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Also, Lilo is 5. Experience that immense grief in that stage of development gets very complicated.
Oh, she's only 5? Wow. Precocious.
I love the trailers for this. The way they edited in the older Disney movies was so clever.
So is that her only sister? That's there's 14 years difference. Like my brother and I have 14 years difference.
Oh, really?
So that's interesting though, because You know, I had my parents when I was 5, but I didn't know my brother because he was already moving on to college and
Yeah.
stuff. Interesting. Um,
But she can't move on. She
but
has to stay home.
she becomes the parent.
Mm-hmm. And she even told her, that's such a human scene when they said, I would like you
Mm-hmm.
more as my sister than mom.
Yeah, it was also human when and telling about what's her name?
Oh, Nani.
Nani. I'm thinking Nina. No, Nani. When she says to David, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
can't go out.
Oh, and the even more touching scene was the hammock scene when she doesn't even tell her.
Mm.
She just like sits there and sings a song.
Yeah.
Too. You know what it is? It's about that it wasn't on the nose because we're all watching, waiting for her to say it,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't. She sings it, and we're all like, "Wow!"
And that's like a Hawaiian anthem. That song.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's so touching. It's the script subverts your expectation every time.
But the comments don't directly say what they need to say. They give you the information that talks around it
Exactly.
because
Like, oh, my parents went for a drive and it was raining. What
yeah,
about yours? That's
yeah,
all it was.
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
left
It's
to
like,
be like, wow.
yeah. So that was brilliantly written.
This movie's brilliant. Who wrote this?
There were 2 people. I saw the names. There's a team.
They got to do everything else, and they better be on the project if Disney's doing this live action. Which I'd rather them not. I'd rather them just keep this as the gem it is.
NK has to go.
Oh, bye, NK. Have a great night.
Thanks for all your input.
Thank you so much. Mika says, yeah, those Stitch shorts were hilarious. For example, how Stitch took Jasmine in his spaceship for a ride and leaves Aladdin on the magic carpet behind. Like, Stitch was used as marketing for the rest of Disney, so he would show up in other people's trailers and stuff.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Like, enter their worlds because he just
a whole new world.
Yeah, so he like took Jasmine on the spaceship. I got it.
You got it.
I got it. NK to go. Sending love and support to you, beautiful Dr. Disney fam. Aw, sweet.
Have a good dinner, Sappy.
And everyone's leaving. Love you, love you. Oops, I gotta go make dinner. Just cry by everyone.
Thank you for the books. Amazing.
Thank you so much. She said, you're crazy to Lilo. Oh. When I was a kid, I used to walk around pointing at people yelling, "A pox upon thee." I don't know where I heard that.
Oh, that's funny. Is that Romeo and Juliet? It's Shakespeare, but pox upon thy house or something like that.
Like smallpox?
Yeah. You know,
illness.
May illness befall your house, or bad things happen to your family.
Yeah. Fritz says, I also had this weird thing where I would be mean to clowns whenever I saw them. Kids are really weird.
Mean to clowns? That's funny too.
It's very funny.
Usually kids are running away from clowns.
You'd see them and kick their shoe.
Or light the shoe on fire, or squirt them in the face.
You're not funny.
Wear flowers, squirt them in the face back.
So that was really fun. Oh, hi Queen JT, welcome. We're about to do our rating of Lilo and Stitch. On a scale of 1 through 10.
Decimal points are encouraged.
Let's do it. As it thunders here.
Okay.
You have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm teetering.
I know, it's hard. Sometimes I have to get it just right, and sometimes I say the ballpark is indicative enough.
Mm-hmm. I know what it is above, but giving it a number. I love how seriously we take this. Like, it's the end of the world.
You put so much time into it, might as well.
Okay, I'll let you go first, just so I can solidify it in my head.
Is it going to affect your...
It might. I just want to hear some commentary.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of my questions or my comments with the chat here. I'm giving it a 9.6. and I maybe wanted to go a little higher, except that I think hearing that there are deleted scenes and the fact that there are a couple things left, little couple stray strings that are left, minor, but if you're going to put that much effort to introducing him, like the fish with the sandwich, and then not bringing it back, or the guy with the ice cream and not giving him a chance to at least be represented as being happy at the end, couple of those things bring it down for me, and or the fact that they explain it in a deleted scene with tourists and may explain why she takes all those pictures or something, because that was left hanging as well.
Right.
So that's why I'm going to 9.6. I'm teetering to 9.7, but I think I don't know. It's not that it wasn't superb. It was. The script brings it way up, and the script I think alone should give it a 9.8. But we're talking about the whole film and the realization of the script and the direction and the choices to edit and cut and stuff. So I just think I think those little points are not bad. It just brings it down.
Yeah.
And then it really doesn't bring it down. It just justifies where I'm putting it.
9.6.
And again, kind of more ballpark than anything. It's certainly above the 9.5.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. So I'm struggling to give it a rating because in my head I'm trying to see if I would watch this again. And I would like to watch this again, but it's so emotionally heavy and the characters are a bit too real for me. And I think the spaceship element is supposed to take you out of it. The galactic element is supposed to make you think, oh, this is a Disney movie. But it's too raw that, you know, it ends nice and happy. But I don't really feel that we came out of it. I felt I had a character study of the human psyche and of family dynamics. And that's really valuable, and I'm proud of Disney for having that and the team that was behind this. Would I want to watch it again? I don't know. Like, I don't want to watch Onward again because of how it decimates you when you watch it. It decimated me when I watched it. So I don't enjoy watching Onward. It's a fantastic movie, but I don't ever want to watch it again.
But you watched it twice already.
I know, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
And
I would watch it again because I only saw it the once.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a high rewatchability factor where there's like nuggets and all this stuff. Onward doesn't. This one does, you know, the Mulan poster. I'd like to go back and check it out, but I feel it takes you down so deep into like turmoil, like family turmoil. And I don't think the ending, maybe there was no big number, there was no like satisfying dance or something. Not that it needs it, because it's not about that. But because of that, I feel it leans more to the human than it does the alien. And because of that, it's a heavy movie, and I don't know if I'd rewatch it. But the script is excellent. The animation is superb, and
it's hand drawn.
And it's hand drawn.
Nice.
It's hand drawn. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
I thought that's where you're gonna go.
A 9. I was thinking 8.8.
And I was also in that area at one point.
Yeah.
Except the script is so astute.
Exactly. So I was going to give it an 8.8, and I said 9, but then I thought, I don't think I'd watch it again. Usually the things I rate 9 or higher, I'd want to watch again. But this one, I think I'm good.
I would rewatch it.
I don't know. I was connecting with her so deeply. And not saying that you weren't, but I was sitting on that bed as her, and I was feeling that, and that it's such a dark place to be,
but to see it represented, don't you feel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's why it's not an 8. That's why it's a 9. But I'm clarifying that it's a 9, but it's not It's not as, you know. I think about Emperor's New Groove or Tangled.
Those are entertainment.
Those are exactly entertaining. This is a character study, and would I recommend it to other people? Absolutely. Is it one of the best movies Disney's ever made? Absolutely. Personally, I can't stomach multiple watches of this. maybe another watch, but it's intense.
Well, I know what you feel. I mean, I can't do Lion. I have not been able to do Lion King since I first saw it.
It's that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You remember the moment, and you're like, it was like trauma a bit.
Yeah.
It's like I experienced it with her, and
I could do it. I could do it now, but for decades I couldn't.
And it's kind of powerful that a movie could do that, especially a kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I would give it a 9. I would also deduct for the fish not coming back, for the guy with the mint chocolate, but also, I personally didn't care for the galactic element.
No, not much.
I didn't care for, like, the big chase scene at the end, and then Gantu gets involved at the end, and then the more aliens got involved in it. I mean, even Stitch was the intro. As we were watching it, I was like, is Dale gonna enjoy this movie? Because it's just Jumba being on trial for having created him, and it's kind of slow, and
I really liked that part of the alien story,
that they put him on trial.
Yeah, I like the trial. That's such a old trope of old movies, not just science fiction movies, but just experimental kind of Hollywood movies from the 40s. There's these big
experiment.
Well, they were experimental. They were like
experiment.
66. So these are 40s, experimental 40s. No, I mean big tribunals and things that took place in heaven, and very interesting stuff that they were experimenting with back then. So it made me think of that kind of thing. It also made me think of science fiction movies from Star Wars on, Star Trek on.
But it wasn't engaging. I felt it took me out of. Again, I cared more about Nani, Lilo, David,
for sure,
and the social worker. And the social worker is not even the clear villain here. So
no.
there's not even a clear villain.
Oh, Roswell. That was the thing I talked about.
Oh, the CIA agent, Roswell. What is Roswell?
We'll continue with this, and I'll go into it.
Well, I'm just saying the reason it's a 9 is I didn't care for the galactic stuff, and I didn't.
It made it confusing.
It was confusing. I just wanted to hone in on the family. It felt every time we went to Jamba and Pleakley, I was like, okay, go back.
I guess they needed to explain. Stitch needed to be so foreign, so alien, literally, to this world that they didn't know what to do, and he had to also have qualities that would then become humanoid, like learning to talk, and then saving Lilo out of the spaceship,
right?
Which was just bizarre. I like when something is that wild.
I like it too,
because it's like not just the run of the mill.
It
did work.
It worked, and it was interesting, but with the quality of the human storyline, I felt it was distracting to have to disengage from Lilo.
But I give it points for experimenting versus taking away for it being not fully successful.
Okay.
In my own way of looking at films.
Yeah. But it's still 9, so it's still very high.
That's very high. It's good.
I know you want to explain Roswell. I just want to let people free.
Yeah, I know.
So Fritz says 9. Cecilia says 100 out of 10.
Aww.
The movie's an 8 for Queen, 9.4 for Key, 9.5 for Alex. Key, we almost had the same rating. 9.3 for Mika. Jealous of your thunderstorm, though. I love thunderstorms.
It's nice. Sounds nice.
I can't watch The Fox and the Hound either. I've never seen that.
It. That's another one. Then for the list.
On the show, it's about finding homes for other experiments. Yes, I remember. Peter, are you going to announce the schedule on the stream or on the Discord? Likely on the Discord. But tomorrow's Cats, and then Friday is In the Heights, both at 7 p.m. So that's the current schedule. And then June 19th is our Zoom social.
Speaking of things that absolutely destroy, from Fritz, I recently saw Land Before Time, and it was one of the most emotionally exhausting experiences a movie has ever given her.
Wow, A Land Before Time is a dinosaur movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Really?
I remember it being more cheery, but Fritz is saying it's intense, and I trust her.
Okay, never saw it.
Oh yes, we are watching Luca also next Friday.
Yes,
of course,
on the schedule too.
Of course. Great. So Roswell as our closing comment.
That's funny because Roswell, I don't know enough to really.
Can I tell you what I think it is?
Yes.
I think it's some myth of an alien mission that the CIA had that was mainstream, and people talked about it at their dinner tables.
What do you mean by mission?
like there was an alien or UFO or something, and then people talked about it for the dinner tables for like the next month or something. That's what I
The next month. Talking about the next 50 years.
Whoa.
Apparently, and you say myth because nobody knows, because it's all top secret, and it has created a myriad of conspiracy theories. But apparently, this is what I know, and so there's a lot of details you can find online to really tell you the true story. But apparently, an alien that looked very much like the ones, at least how they represent it
in the media.
Looks like the ones from the 1950s that you see in the with the big bulbous head and the eyes, like the aliens you see in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, another movie from the 70s.
Yeah. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Some of you will know that. The typical alien, and that apparently one had made it into.
Sorry, the typical alien is the title of my autobiography. Continue.
Apparently, one had been found
where
that crashed somewhere, of course, where nothing exists. So somewhere like, I don't know whether it's Nevada or I think it's Nevada.
In the middle of the desert.
Yeah, either Nevada or New Mexico. That area, I don't quite remember where it is. But Roswell is, I think, the name of the area. But it's also called Area 51.
Oh, Area 51.
Yeah,
I know that.
Oh, okay, and I don't know if it's the same place or whether it's a different aspect of it. I think it's the same story. This is how much I know. But I just know that when he mentioned Roswell and that he was the alien, he was part of that whole story, which was funny to me.
So it was 1973?
Because of all the conspiracy theories. No, I think it was earlier. I think it was 50s or 60s. Oh.
Roswell, New Mexico, Fritz says.
New Mexico, thank you. Anyway, that's what I know about it. Really, and that if you were to go on Google Earth or something to look for that area, it's all blocked out. So because it's all top secret, it's all military. So you can't really even know where what it is.
Stitch real? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So that was a funny detail.
I can't go down those rabbit holes of conspiracy theories because then you start thinking, wow, the holes are so apparent. How does no one notice?
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not. Which is another great movie. I think that's Meet the Robinsons. It's great. It's also a heart-wrenching movie. Land Before Time is great. Sad, Love, Land Before Time. Also, Secret of the Nymph. No, do not watch Fox and the Hound. It will destroy you for weeks. Okay, I'm remembering scenes from Fox and the Hound. So sad, New Mexico, Roswell. Sorry, Mika, but me too. I need to watch some of Loki after this or do some grade 10 English. The government said it was a weather balloon.
Of course they did. Exactly.
Safi also wanted
every UFO seems to be a weather balloon.
Safi wants to know if we're skipping Wednesday to watch Luke on Friday. Or is there also going to be a stream on Wednesday? There's likely going to be a stream on Wednesday as well. The government's actually been admitting to a lot of UFO things lately, and no one's really talking about it. Sounds like we have something to discuss in the Discord.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for watching this episode, this reaction to Lilo and Stitch. Thank you for chiming in and sharing your thoughts,
sharing the title with us, Cecilia.
Yeah, it was a great find. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Not even the same place, your channel tomorrow. Cats.
I guess we decided that, yeah.
Cats, and it's available on Hulu.
We should maybe, if we can, simultaneous. I don't know.
Maybe not, because I don't think we have that software anymore. Yeah.
All right.
But tomorrow, Cats, Dale's channel, 7 p.m. It'll be both of our first watches, and I know nothing about the entire musical, and I'm ready to have a grand time. So,
it's gonna be
popcorn,
silly.
It's a popcorn night.
Definitely popcorn night. Bring popcorn. Wear something fun.
Wear cat costumes.
And take a picture and send it in Discord.
Oh, that'd be great. So as always, be safe, be strong, be swag. God bless you, and we will see you in the next video.
And good health to you and yours. Be safe during this time, and keep the arts in your hearts.
Bye. I just have to find it. I think if we click here, it's so hard when your arm blocks. Okay.